Okay, so I'm going to show you guys two live cold calls, but first let me just talk you through a cold call and what I do to have a really high success rate. Just imagine you're a business owner. Just close your eyes for a second. Perhaps you own a business already. Who gives a shit? Imagine you worked an extremely long day. You took calls, you sat meetings, whatever company it is. Let's just assume it's the end of day. You just put in a 12-hour shift, super drained, and out of nowhere, your phone rings and it's an unrecognized number. How do you think you're going to answer that phone when you don't know who it is? Immediately, you're like, what the fuck, who's this? Boom. Hi, how are you? My name's Tariq from XYZ company. Are you free to speak? Bam. Immediately. And this happens to me every fucking day because I have my shit visible on LinkedIn, all that. And this is how 95% of people cold call. You don't want to open a call like that. You have to be quick, you have to be respectful, but at the same time, you have to let them know what it is, okay? Don't do the generic, is this a good time? Are you free for a quick chat? Anything along those lines. Did I catch you at a bad time? Can I have 30 seconds of your time? Doesn't really work. Now, what I do at cold calling is a little bit different. I build it up, I email these leads, I text message these leads, I add these guys on LinkedIn, whatever it may be. I rarely call someone just out of the blue without building up even a slight bit of rapport, because then I can refer to whatever I did before in the call. Being recognizable on the call, even if it's slight, even if they don't remember, you might be able to jolt their memory and have them revise. Oh, I did remember that LinkedIn connection. Oh, I did remember that email. Or, oh, I did remember you texted me in the past. So you have that kind of relatability immediately. So if I was to pick up the phone, I would love if someone said something like this. Hey, it's first name from XYZ company. I saw you open one of my emails. I saw you open one of my LinkedIn requests. I saw you saw my SMS regarding helping you see XYZ more clients. We're working with some of your neighbors in your area. Can we have a quick chat about this real quick? Something along those lines. That's how you want to open the conversation. You want to build that sentence so you have 15 more seconds to speak. So you say things so it keeps them from talking. You want to get that sales guard down immediately. You want to be different. You want to be funky on the call, but you have to be straight up with it. You have to say, boom, 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 this is why I'm talking. Can we talk about this? If not, slam the phone. I don't finish my day until I get like 50 to 60 no's or hang-ups, because I know if I get 50 no's or 60 no's, and by the way, most of the objections that I get, there's only a select few. I know what I'm going to hear, I know what they're going to say, and I know how to combat those objections. But let's just say it's a no at the end of the day, or it's a hang up at the end of the day. I want to go through that day as someone who does a lot of outreach, cold calling primarily, emailing too, but cold calling is what this video is about. I want to get as many no's as possible, because that's how I know I'm doing enough outreach. I might get 4 or 5 meetings every $100, realistically. That's the kind of return I would get. And that's what it needs to be. But when you're on the call, you need to keep building, keep collecting information, and keep having them speak so they're on the phone for another 15 seconds, another 15 seconds. You could fully set a pitch right there and then on the phone. But of course, let's just say you're on the call, okay? And they're interested in talking, but you can't knuckle down the meeting, okay? The best thing you want to do is at least get an email from this person. At least get a direct email, or at least get a time that they know that you know they will be free at, so you can call again, or you can send some more information out. It's all about those little quick wins. It's not about, sometimes when you're on a cold call, it's not about booking the meeting right there and then. Sometimes it's about just helping you get to that next stage of that sales process. Push the sale forward. They don't know they're being sold anything. You don't want to pitch right there and then on a call. You just want to talk about their problems, see what they're doing. You obviously, let's just say you're experienced. I've been doing this for the last 14 months. You know their problems more than they know their own problems. So you should be able to gauge the kind of conversation that you wanted to go in. You should know what you want to talk about. If you don't, you're unprepared, okay? That's all I really have to say for that, in a sense of how much information I can give about a cold call, but I think that's more than enough information. Here we go, 2 cold calls. Now you're not going to see the opener of the call, but you're going to see the gradual, conversation go ahead, and there's 2. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. minutes, but I mean, I'm more than happy to kind of show you what, like.
I don't have time for a Zoom call right now. So you're not doing pay per appointment anymore. So can you tell me a little bit about your rates, and then also how you set these appointments? Are you calling leads? Are you sending them in like an online sign up?
So yeah, we actually, are you by, let me show you right now. I'll just send you over a quick, let me just show you. I'll send you over a quick funnel that we create. So people kind of click on the ad, and actually it doesn't even matter. I can show you in a few, but we basically have a Facebook ad, which, you know, we have like 100 different types of Facebook ads, just solely based on the amount of partnerships we have and ads that we've ran for other clinics. So whatever package you're running, let's just say it's body contouring or radio frequency or wood therapy, whatever it may be. There's a lead form in there. They go through a funnel where they actually book an appointment straight through the ad immediately. Then once their details are submitted, they're immediately getting texted and called by our dedicated appointment center. So we actually have 4 appointment setters. Say again?
You do both, because the agency I work with right now, they really depend on calling the client. And this is the thing. Nobody in San Diego is going to pick up the phone exclusively to set an appointment. It's just not working here. I know it doesn't work here, and they're not finessing my leads. So I'm getting tons of leads, but they're not finessing them. And so I'm like blowing $400 or more a month on that campaign.
Yeah.
I'm not getting shit.
I can't believe, I can't believe, now, if I'm being honest, Sarah, I cannot believe that you guys are in San Diego, because we're ready to take over, like in terms of, you know, the return that we're seeing for these guys. I can't believe success for the places that we're working with. And I'm saying that like wholeheartedly, that I know we can at least make you a certain amount of, you know, revenue in the first 30 days, just because of the 3 places that we're working with. It's insane. You know, I literally just got off a call from a place in Miami, and I'm not really confident in terms of results that I can show them. But West Coast, it's just, it's killing it. So realistically,
it's an interesting place to advertise, and I guess like I just feel like so I signed up, it didn't work, and I like them fine. But then they also switched the way they do things, and their ads look kind of cheap now, and I'm over it. I don't want to pour any more money into a campaign that's not working, so I just want to see how things are done. Can you talk to me a little bit about your rates, please?
Yeah. So well, it all depends on what packages and how much, you know, what. So let's just assume, because rates vary on how much you can invest on your ad spend. Okay. So how much, you know, capacity do you have? Is it just yourself that, or do you have people working with you?
It's just me. I'm a solo entrepreneur. I spend about $20 a day on advertising currently.
Okay. So 600 over the course of a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what in particular would you push? Because it's a case of, you know, it's all about, like, I can give you an actual like proper figure if I have an idea of what's being advertised and how much is spent. So $20 a day.
I usually do my 149 special, which I bounce between a 149 and a 149 special, and those are both really killer deals, and they're radio frequency, laser, lipo.
Yeah, I see it here.
M-sculpt session. I mean, it's a pretty comprehensive package.
Gotcha.
Super dope. Usually the people that buy them come in and drop a G. Like, you're already kind of in that echelon of people that are ready to spend. You know what I mean?
Got you. So
it's just for some reason they're not coming. They're not coming in right now. I know it's not me, because I ran my own ads before, and they're not following up with them. I know that's what's going on.
So similar to you, we're running a 3-in-1 cavitation, radio frequency, and wood therapy campaign at $129 an initial session. That, you know, gets people in the door like crazy, and then they're in a position to be upsold by yourself. And, you know, just kind of give you an idea. So this campaign has been running since the 10th of August. So 370 leads and $1,800 have been spent. So over the course of 3 months, actually it's 63 days. Over the course, of course, their ad spend is higher. They're getting about $4.80 leads, and, you know, we've made her over 20 grand in 60 days. So.
That's considerable. That's pretty good. And then what's your follow-up like with these leads? Do you follow up with them?
Very extensive and quite, you know, relentless too.
So you're relentless. I guess that's really how you have to be here in Southern California, because there's so much out there. That's how I did it when I ran my own advertising. Like, that's why I can't do it anymore. I'm constantly attached to this bullshit, and you want to do some more.
Trust me.
That's why I hire someone.
I know so realistically, you know, like I can't give you like a solid figure right now, but if you're in the position to put down $20 ad spend a day, and, you know, $600 over, that's going to be obviously your end investment. I would more than happily say that we can make you about 8 to 10 grand, you know, realistically, if we're pushing the right package. You know, we already have ads in LA set up that are generating leads like crazy. So realistically, if you're putting down $20 a day, you can make about 8 grand. We would charge you $1,500 just for the first month.
Now we do it in a two-part installment where it's $750 at the beginning and then $750 at the end. And you know, of course, you're getting about.
Any guarantee in return on that?
Yeah, the guarantee is if we don't make you at least $6,000, you actually have us working for you for free until we make you $6K. But we haven't had that conversation.
What you do? Can you email me that package option? I would like it in writing. Do you have my email over there? Let's see this thing. I'm ready to get off the train with who I'm with. I'm just talking to a few people today, and I'm going to choose at the end of the day because I can't sit around throwing $600 a month at a campaign that's not doing anything.
Makes sense. How about this? Because there's a lot of information. Like I can throw as much as I can in the email. If you have 5 minutes to jump on a video call that I can share my screen and show you everything and then forward you an email, would that be kind of a little bit better just so you have a visual?
Tomorrow, I'm getting ready to fly to Miami to work the International Boat Show over there. So I can't do that right now. I'm packing bags. But I'd be happy to schedule a call with you tomorrow. Are you on the East? You're in New York?
I'm New York time, yes. But I mean, like it doesn't.
Time zone as you tomorrow. So yeah.
Okay, and you would it be a case if you can make it? Look, it seems like you're kind of willing to kind of get things going quick, and we take.
Yeah, I want to make money. I mean, and I do. That's the thing. Is my studio is busy. I am making money. I want to scale.
Yeah.
And I hired someone with family, and they're not doing that. I'm maintaining. I could have done this all by myself. You know, I don't suck at advertising. I'm pretty good at it, so I want them to do better than me, you know?
Most definitely. I think it wouldn't be in the best interest. I'll send you a little bit of information over email, but I think, just so you can have a little bit of a visual, because if we have a call tomorrow, we can actually have a proper sit down. We can kind of get things going there and then.
Yeah, I'll bring my laptop with me. Go ahead and please send me an invite. I was thinking I have an orientation in the evening. Can we do a video call at 1 or 2 tomorrow? And I'm going to be on your Eastern time.
Yeah, okay, so that's fine. Would you say, because I don't want to just put a time in my diary if you can't, make it. Is it guaranteed at 2 o'clock will work?
Yeah, that's why I'm taking the red eye. Unless the red eye cancels, but even then I can't imagine.
Got you. How long is that flight, actually? How long is that flight?
4 hours.
Okay.
It's super easy to get there as long as you're doing the direct. Otherwise you can get stuck with some BS weather. In the Midwest.
Makes sense. What's got you in Miami? Is it Brickell you're going to, or where are you at?
It's the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show. I do occasionally. I'll still event bartend if I know I'm going to make over a G a day. So this is one of my yearly excursions to the East Coast. I do that when I do Del Match Play. It's a youth golf event. That one actually ended this year, but I do a lot of the really bigger events where I know I can make a lot of money, and I've been working with these companies for a long time, so I'm flying out to do that. Plus, it's fun. It's beautiful. You get to bartend on the dock all day. It's fun.
Makes sense. And look, the exact same thing. We actually work with someone who's solo, and they're in a position that she was in debt, and she's not in debt. She just hired someone last week, and realistically, we're trying to get her to have the capacity to put in about $2,500 a month just on ad spend, so that's basically what is it, $100 a day on ad spend, and that's what we're trying to get to. And I do think if things are successful in 6 months' time, we could have that conversation.
Okay. Well, give me that info. Let's do 2 p.m. tomorrow. How's that?
Yeah, that works. What's the best suited email for you?
It's N is in Nancy, W is in Will.
It should be Tariq.
Yes, I see it.
Awesome.
All right.
Sarah, I'll speak to you tomorrow.
All right. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. Have a good rest of your day. Please tell me you got that. So just some information on that. My SDR just was texting me, and he was like, "Yo, I got an interested lead." And I was like, "Bro, send me the fucking name of the clinic. Stop telling me he's interested. Tell me, boom, 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 boom. Give me the number. I didn't get the beginning of the call, but it started off like, "Hey, Sarah, I know you're speaking to my colleague Ryan. He told me to give you a call. Blah, 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 blah." And she was like, cool. Look, I hate this clinic that I'm working with. I'm ready to, clinic, marketing agency. I'm ready to blah, 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 work with someone else. So we got 3 clients in LA that are fucking crushing it. So I'm just like, okay, you make it 4 and boom. That's why I was so passionate, because as soon as she said California, I knew we were going to make that money. But yeah, that was a cold call, by the way, or a warm call, and hopefully this microphone on this 16K 16-inch 4K hypertronic microwave oven verification MacBook Pro. Got that. So I'm gonna make this a YouTube video. Love you guys. Roses. Ooh, 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 yeah. To kind of get in touch with you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm still trying to figure out a few different things. I've acquired a couple of new clinics now, so I'm still putting together.
Those are in the US, right? Those were in the US. He mentioned that.
Yeah, one in the US and one in Canada.
Okay, nice.
Kelowna, yeah.
And look, I know this is kind of out of the blue, and I know you're quite a hard person to catch, he said. So I'm just curious to know, like, what kind of marketing are you currently doing with those? You know, you said you have 3 up and running, going the way you need them to go. Are the 2 that you said you just opened up, like, still in the beginning stages, or are they kind of like trucking away nicely?
No. Those ones are just startups right now.
Got you. And with the 3 clinics that are, you know, going the way they're supposed to, what kind of, you know, marketing are you doing? Is it outsourced? Is it in-house, or is it just non-existent?
No, it's outsourced right now. We're just, you know, basically Facebook and Google.
Got you.
Right.
And
that's pretty much it.
Makes sense. And metrics wise, like how extensive is your, you know, are you the one that's communicating with these guys, or do you have like a director of marketing handling all this?
Yeah, I can communicate with them.
Got you. And like the results wise, what kind of, like, is it, I'm sure, I mean, if you're still with these guys, and like what kind of return are you seeing, or is it the metrics that you're not really aware of at current?
Yeah, I mean, metrics is where we lack a little bit to evaluate it, but you know, it's been going okay. I'm not completely sold, so
makes sense.
Be interested in additional proposals.
Yeah, definitely. Look, I could kind of throw you a load of information over the phone. Do you think it might be best that we have like a 5-10 minute sit down, and I can kind of show my screen? I know maybe now isn't the best time. If it is, that's no problem. I'm actually working currently, but do you have maybe a time that suits where we can have 5-10 minutes on a video call to share my screen and show you exactly?
Let's schedule something.
Makes sense.
I'm just in the middle of a few things right now, so
makes sense.
Shoot me an email and I'll reply back to it, and then we'll schedule a plan.
Yeah, do you have a best suit email that I can ping over, and maybe a time that is more suitable for me to kind of get in touch, just so I'm not calling you out of the blue, just in case I don't hear back?
Yeah, I mean, I'm typically early mornings are good for me.
Got you. And you're
in the middle of the day.
You're in Vancouver, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. And what is that email, Jonas?
drlaforge@gmail.com.
drlaforge@gmail.com. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna place a calendar invite now. I know you want to just have an email sent over your way, but I'm just gonna place a calendar invite for a meeting, just so it's kind of on your diary, so we can just move that around when we find the time to speak. And I'll ping over a bit of information of what we do and who we're working with. Do you know much about what Ryan's doing? He had like, in terms of his marketing, because I have 20 places in the States that we currently market with, and Austin and his colleague Ryan have about 11 or 12 clinics combined in Vancouver, who they, you know, now of course maybe not as great as yours in terms of like the size and the amount, but you know, they work with quite a lot of clinics. So it would definitely be a case that we all, or maybe just me, Austin, or me and Ryan, jump on a call and show you who we're working with, show you some results, as well as how we make, you know, that all work.
Yeah, that'd be great. And kind of see what you guys are already doing.
Yeah, of course. Do you? I mean, you said morning time. How about, does tomorrow morning? You know, is that kind of availability to kind of have a quick conversation, or?
Sure. Let me just check my calendar.
Sounds good. And when you say morning, is 8 a.m. a morning time for you, or is it 6 a.m., or is it later than that?
Probably be in the car driving around 8. I don't know how early you guys start, but tomorrow morning.
I'm Eastern, so I'm awake.
Okay.
I'm gonna be awake.
Yeah, tomorrow morning is 6 a.m. Pacific. So let's say 6:30.
6:30. Okay, let me lock that in there. Okay, let me just see. I'm gonna put in Austin as well. He's gonna be able to join that call. So 6:30 on my end. Hopefully you might have received a calendar invite on your email there. Hopefully, if it's there, let me know if you got that.
haven't seen it yet.
It's under the name of Tariq, Dr. LA. So I got, you got it?
Yeah, it just came.
Awesome.
Yep,
Great. Look, let's see if we can get a conversation in that time. Like 5-10 minutes. If it needs longer, we can do that. We can schedule a second meeting. But I'll speak to you then.
Okay, great. I
Awesome.
got another call coming in. So yeah.
Great. Doctor, have a good rest of your day. It's those wins, baby. It's those wins. It's those quick wins. I just got off another cold call. This is the LinkedIn, the power of LinkedIn. I connected with this dude on LinkedIn. My homie called him in July. Obviously, I'm going to probably edit that out. And then I followed up there because he connected with me on LinkedIn just there. Shot him a call on WhatsApp because I had his WhatsApp number. Shit, boy. Gave a little bit of familiarity. When they ask for the email, you just don't send them. Well, of course, I'm going to send an email, but at the same time, if they don't show up to the meeting, I'll send an email. But I was like, look, it might be best we push this for a meeting instead of me just sending you some information over an email because I think we can kind of get things going. And he said the results with his other place, metrics aren't going the way he wants. Motherfucker, we got motherfucking gangsters on our team. Gangsters that make money for our clinics. That was right after that last call. I'm going to put them together. Boom.